Hi there, Aquarius. I haven't done a weekly reading yet, so I decided to do one so I could introduce the astrology dice. Now, I pulled 3 cards, and they're not in any particular order like past, present, or future, or anything like that. And the astrology dice are in front of the cards. And the black one on the left represents the zodiac signs. The one in the center represents the planets, or lunar nodes. And the one on the right represents the houses. Now you can think of this as a game for personality, plot, and place. Like the clue game, Colonel Mustard with the knife in the conservatory. Now I'll be doing a regular tarot reading with the 3 cards, and then after that I'll be doing a combined reading with the astrology dice. So in essence, you're getting a tarot reading and a horoscope at the same time. Now the cards that you received are the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. Well, you've got a lot of fire energy, a lot of action, a lot of doing. And this could even be related to a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarian. I don't say that often with cards, but this is a message, a prominent message with things going fast, things moving and unfolding fast in your life. Now the 7 of Wands is about defending yourself. Most of the time it's about beliefs, but sometimes it's about what you've been doing. And people are scrutinizing you. You might have acquired some success, and a lot of times when people look up to you, they want to scrutinize you so they can look down at you. And then again, maybe it's telling you to start rethinking things, maybe even your beliefs. Because, you're not going to want to back down. And these people are really coming on strong to you. If you're in the wrong, conceding doesn't mean that you're losing the game. It means that you've found courage and you're a strong enough person to say, yeah, I was wrong. But whatever it is, there is a defensive atmosphere going on here. And maybe you do have some decisions to make or some things to rethink because you received the 2 of Wands. And this card is about decisions, planning, balance, partnership. You're looking over the horizon now, realizing that you have a lot of opportunities. And now you have to make some decisions as to which ones you want to accept. And if you accept certain opportunities, are you willing to get out of your comfort zone and do some new things? Not everything's going to come to the couch. You have to get out in the world and start shaking the tree so the fruit fall to the ground. You can think of this as being the captain of your own ship, but you have to prepare for the voyage before you embark. And then again, this card could indicate sudden departures and changes of venue. So maybe you'll decide to move along from something, because this card is about expansion and sometimes even travel. But then again, maybe you're just moving away from the people that you've been combating in the 7 of Wands card. Now the card on the right, the 8 of Wands, is a multi-level card. Maybe you're going to quickly be moving away from the power struggle of what's going on in the 7 of Wands and using the 2 of Wands to make a decision to change. However, the 2 of Wands has not launched anything. Nothing has gone into motion yet. And the 8 of Wands is now making sure that it will. There's a hazy misma that's being lifted, and you're starting to see things with clarity. Maybe you've been stagnated for quite a while with the 7 of Wands and fighting people, and the 2 of Wands just sitting back thinking about where you want to go. But the 8 of Wands now is your ticket to go. Yeah, you're hopping on the train. If you were confused about something, you're no longer confused anymore. And doors of opportunity now are swinging open. Immovable mountains are now movable. And this is a positive change card. And once again, this card can be about travel. Journeys. But maybe it's just the journey of the mind, using your creative, inspirational self to move forward in your inner higher self. Maybe you decided that the trite and unimportant conflicts that were happening with the Seven of Wands is no longer worth it. And you've decided to move on. Okay, now I rolled the dice and you received Taurus, the Sun in the 11th house. The 11th house is your house. You're a native to the collective citizenship, the cooperative feeling of all. So this brings a little more energy into the party. You know, if you're not in the middle of the collective right now, you're going to be in the middle of it this week with Taurus in the 11th house. Because it's about material, physical, and financial matters. And the Two of Wands is just the card that you need to make decisions for these things. You know, your herding instinct is really strong, and it's bringing you closer to others to observe the lay of the land and have a feel for where you really want to go. You know, you could lead, follow, or get out of the way this week. And whatever role you take, you have to procure harmonious relationships with self, others, and then the world, in that order. You know, you might have some ulterior motives of using your collective friends for your own gain. But then again, you're going to be the Seven of Wands guy fighting people off with sticks while you're standing on a hill. You know, privilege and entitlement has to be earned. You know, we all like to feel part of a crowd, but you know, don't overanalyze this group identity that you're involved in, because you just might analyze it out the other end. And then there's going to be some kind of problems and once again more struggles of the Seven of Wands. You know, this week your ideas might be less than conventional and very expansive, and sometimes it might be very difficult for some people to even understand what you're talking about. The Sun in Taurus reminds you that there's form and function to all material things, and the Two of Wands is warning about decisions to acquire things that just make you happy but don't have a lot of service to it, and especially won't hang around for a really long time. You have a stubborn nature this week that is resisting change, and you're having a struggle with uncomfortable uncertainties of change. But here, this is where the Eight of Wands is going to save the day. Ta-da! He comes sliding in to help you overcome the challenges of change and how to deal with them. Property and belongings are not always a security blanket, and they can inhibit your freedom. So sometimes it's best to just let things go. And Two of Wands will help you make that decision. And the Eight of Wands is helping you with these cleansing changes. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.